Hello, I'm Beelzebub, and welcome to my channel. So, newer viewers of my channel might not really understand why I go after the Catholic Church as hard as I do. The simple answer is that I was raised Catholic, so I know more about that religion in particular than others. Not just that, though. I look at all the human misery caused by the Catholic Church and almost can't help but to lash out. Although, with exception to a few examples, you wouldn't likely be able to tell that there's anger there. Because in the vast majority of my videos, I'm calm and collected, bringing facts to bear instead of emotion. I even cite every source I use in the description of my videos. I look at the harm the church has caused, all the child rape by priests and how the church protects them over their victims, the higher rates of HIV/AIDS in Africa because of the church's policy on condoms, the numerous crusades which destroyed so many lives, not to mention the scientists murdered by the church, many of whom were proven right and the church wrong after the murder. Scientists like Michael Servetus, who was burned at the stake for denying the Trinity and objecting to the baptism of infants. Hypatia was murdered by a Christian mob, although the church would claim that her murder was political, because that makes it all better. Giordano Bruno was burned at the stake for holding the view that the Earth orbited the Sun and the Earth wasn't the center of the universe. And that's just to name a few, and all because they went against the church in some way. The last thing the church will ever be is okay with a competing ideology. Although I wouldn't enforce this, if you were to ask me, no religion should exist. Too many of them cause more harm than they do good. And more today, members of the LGBTQ community are on the receiving end of abuse from religion. Let's take a look at what the Catechism has to say. Sacred Scripture, which presents homosexual acts as acts of grave depravity, tradition has always declared that homosexual acts are intrinsically disordered, they are contrary to the natural law. With phrasing like that, it's no surprise that many Catholics have a near virulent hatred of homosexuals, which extends into the LGBTQ community as a whole. And with the behavior many Catholics and other religious people exhibit towards the LGBTQ community, it's no surprise that members of that community have higher rates of mental illness, such as depression, and higher rates of suicide than other groups. It's not because they're created broken, and because of that brokenness they become depressed. They're not even born broken in the first place. It's just who they are. It has more to do with how they're treated by others. I think I've made my point here, though. That'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and follow me on Discord, linked below as well, to have the opportunity to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.